Hello, everyone. My name is Artem. I am a co-founder of MSD Real Estate. And today I'm going to conduct my first interview, and it actually with a very important person. We have a new player on the market, a developer named Mr. 8. And here we have Mr. Abel. He's a sales representative from the company. Hello, Abel.
Nice to meet you, Artem. How are you doing?
I'm fine. Thank you. How are you today?
Fantastic.
It's really nice to see you.
It's a pleasure to be here. Thank you for calling us.
Thank you for coming. So before we talk about the company, because of course my audience wants to know all the details about this new exciting player on the market, I would like to talk a little bit about you, because one of the things why I love Dubai so much, because you can meet really interesting people here from all parts of the world, and a lot of people have some really interesting and unique stories. So please, if you will, share some details about you.
Well, my name is Abel, and not many people know in the market. However, I'm someone who has been born, raised and educated in the United Arab Emirates.
Impressive.
Yeah. So before things went crazy with the real estate market.
You saw it all.
Yes, I saw it all from the very beginnings, where there was absolutely no communities, very, very few communities, and a lot of sand.
Yeah.
To now, when we make plans to go to the desert, I sometimes laugh because you're in the desert.
Yes.
But you don't realize it. And that's something beautiful, knowing that as I grew, the city grew, and it was a continuous process.
Yeah.
And being here even now, honestly, means a lot, especially for people who are new to this beautiful country.
Yes.
And especially to all the investors who are believing in the Dubai real estate market, its growth, its potential. And that's basically who I am. I'm someone who has been here, seen everything change, and I'm proud to be in this beautiful place.
Yeah, sounds like you have a massive experience, Abel. Yeah, okay. Thank you for sharing that. So if we talk about the developer, the name is Mr. 8.
That is correct.
Got it. So what can you tell us about the origins?
So Mr. 8 is a very boutique style luxury developer that is coming from a European country called Latvia.
Mm-hmm.
They have almost 20 years of experience in developments in Latvia, has delivered over 16 projects. And now they're branching out and building a new arm in Dubai. Mr. 8 is more of luxury, sustainability, and quality living. And that is the concept that we're really trying to implement in an already perfect city like Dubai. So it's already perfect, but we want to add more value. Exactly. So the bar is already very high.
Yes, definitely.
And therefore, we're trying to push the bar a little more higher. And that's the concept of Mr. 8. And our developments, our projects. So we are set to have multiple launches happening in 2025. A rough estimate of 8 projects, out of which almost 5 in just one particular community.
Mm-hmm.
And all our projects come with very different concepts and a lot of hospitality. Because one thing Dubai has is a lot of real estate, a lot of buildings, a lot of projects.
Yeah.
But the quality of living is what we are trying to give more attention to. And I feel like that is what will matter in the next few years.
Definitely. That will make companies stand out.
Exactly.
Because as you've mentioned, and I agree, competition is really high, really high.
Competition is fierce.
For new players, it definitely should be something of top level.
100%. So we understand the competition, and we are very, very strong in the European market, and we are here to add more value.
Which is actually a great experience to have too, because European market is pretty competitive too.
Exactly. And plus, Europe is all about a lot of history, a lot of architecture,
Yes.
old cities. There's a lot of depth to the countries in Europe. And when you bring that experience and implement it in a fast-paced, fast-growing city like Dubai, you can truly make a difference.
Yeah.
Make a big difference.
Okay, so what you told us 8 projects planned. 5 of them are, I believe, on a conceptual level already.
Yes.
Stage. So what are the projects you can tell us about at the moment?
So at the moment, what I can tell you is there is going to be a lot of noise created by Mr. 8.
Yeah.
We are not coming for just 1 or 2 projects. We're coming with a very strong plan. Actually, we've been planning for years because we've been studying various markets. And Dubai always kept popping up again and again and again. And it made the founders very curious, like, what's really happening here? And when more research was done, the answer was very simple. It was structure. The structure, the systems, the rules, everything is in place. There is no room for manipulation. And that gave us high interest. And therefore, we have purchased a lot of land banks. So we have a lot of projects under our name, a lot of plots under our name.
It's actually really important to know.
Exactly.
Okay.
So we are right now giving a lot of importance to 5 main plots.
Mm-hmm.
These plots are located in Dubai Islands. As you know, Dubai Islands is a location that is on fire right now because investors and end users understand the value of being close to water.
Yeah. And actually, as you very well know, it's one of the few remaining available plots with the seafront.
Exactly. So those who know and those who realize it, they're aware that land is getting over at the shoreline. And anyone who invests in these particular locations right now will be heavily benefited in the future. May it be an investor, may it be an end user. At the end of the day, we're in Middle East.
Yeah.
And a huge majority of the Middle East is technically sand. And when you're near water in this particular region, it's a lot of value.
It's a lot of added value. Either some greenery or water, it's definitely make the project stand out. And for investor, it's a higher ROI.
Absolutely. So we have decided that we will launch 5 projects as we own 5 plots right now.
Got it.
And we're actively purchasing more plots. And today we can speak about our first launch, which is Villa del Divos, which is going to be situated very close to the beach.
Yeah.
And it's a very interesting concept, something the market does not really have. We are trying to implement a lot of science behind the development. As you know, the Chinese believe in yin yang, the Indians believe in Vastu. So there's a lot of science related studies that we have done, and we are implementing into the development to create an overall ecosystem in our developments. At the end of the day, this is for our investors and for the buyers that believe and trust our research and our dream.
Yeah, actually, even if we talk about investment for the investors, at least my clients, Of course, they talk about numbers.
Correct.
They count numbers, but they always keep in mind that their investment, their profit will come from the end user.
That's correct.
A person, a family who would like to stay.
That's correct.
Who would like to live in this building, and for liquidity of this project, of course, there should be some interesting stuff in the project. So let's talk a little bit about that, because I actually did a little research on your site, and you know what's stand out for me. Usually, when companies talk about philosophy, it's like these general terms: comfort, safety, and some beauty, and so on. But it was interesting that on your website, it specifically mentions emotions that this project would evoke in the residents. It was there were even mention of smells and sounds. Can you please tell us a little bit more about that?
So you know about the 7 senses, right?
Yeah.
Right. We have different senses like sound, feel. These are different feelings that our body gets connected with the environment around us, the nature. At the end of the day, we are just this in a massive ecosystem. And everything that everything that happens around us affects us. It's basically emotions. In our project, we have specifically given importance to add a lot of, or how do I say it, to play with senses so that you feel something every time you come into the building. You walk through the corridors. Every time you go to a certain location, you feel something different. And this is our little surprise that we're working on.
Okay.
And I think the first investors will have the privilege to get first-hand access and experience it for themselves. But yes, it's a little sneak peek.
Got it.
But
Sounds really
we are going to
intriguing.
play with a lot of senses and emotions.
Got it.
We are really trying to connect with everyone who purchases and with every resident that lives in our little ecosystem, which is Villa del Divos.
Really interesting. Okay, let's talk details about Villa del Divos. So what's the building will look like? So how many floors? What about amenities?
So the building has 12 floors.
Got it.
Okay. We have spacious amenities. Again, we have a nice, beautiful infinity pool. We have the kids' pool. We have a massage room, which can be utilized by the residences. We also have a tea room. Now, the tea room will have a nice collection of over 100 different varieties of tea.
Talking about smells and tastes,
exactly,
right?
Exactly. So that is covering the tasting segment.
I love tea, so I'm your target audience.
Exactly. So let's say if you have a nice friend who's coming from, let's say, another country.
Yeah.
And I mean, everyone goes to a restaurant, everyone goes to do barbecue. You know, these things are very common.
Yeah.
It would be really nice.
Yeah.
When you take them to an amenity which is not really common.
Which is private.
Exactly. Which is very, very private.
Above all things.
Exactly. So this is more of a tea room with a tea experience. And in many cultures, especially Asian cultures, tea is a very important element. And it's something that you can share amongst each other. And again, it's something different. Not something that's out there in the market. Not just that, in the building, like I said, we cater a lot to hospitality.
Mm-hmm.
And in terms of logistics, we have 5 Rolls Royces in the building.
Mm-hmm.
So we have, in terms of logistics, we have 5 Rolls Royces that is situated in the building at all times for use by the residences. So whenever you have something important, maybe it is, again, pick up a friend from the airport, or maybe you want to go for a wedding, whatever it may be. The facilities are within the building and you can just use them. There is also another plan where we own boats So we will have a couple of motorboats that will be at the docking station at the Dubai Islands, which is exclusive to the owners of Mr. 8. So within the projects, we're trying to create a membership, a very private membership, where anybody who is a resident or a tenant gets exclusive access to use all of these benefits and interchange and network and, grow in Dubai. So you can have access to the motorboats. You want to take your friends to a nice sailing trip, you can do that. So it's value added on value.
Yeah.
We're trying to fill the gap. And even today, we're so open that if we get more suggestions or any interesting suggestions from our buyers, we are trying to implement them.
Oh,
yeah.
Sounds really
So we're all ears.
Yeah.
We want to ensure that we give everything that you are looking for as a resident. And at the same time, we want to give everything that is not available in the market.
Yeah,
we are trying.
Yeah, this is all we can do.
This is all we can do. I mean, it's that small effort.
Yeah.
And effort on effort makes a big difference.
Definitely.
So
definitely. I totally agree. And of course, people will feel this.
Exactly.
This attitude. So I've heard about this membership program. Can you elaborate a little bit more? Because it's actually another feature of Mr. 8.
Yes. So basically, any investor who buys into any Mr. 8 development gets a private membership access to the Mr. 8 private club.
Okay.
And within this club, we will have networking events. We will have multiple brainstorming sessions. And at the same time, it's a community that we are trying to create, because at the end of the day, we are all part of different communities, and we're nothing without a community.
It's connections.
Exactly. It's connections. And we are going that extra mile as a developer to build this ecosystem. And that is available for all our residents. And also the fact that it is not just one building in Dubai Islands. We have multiple buildings in Dubai Islands. This is going to really make a big, big difference.
Yeah. Even though, if I understand correctly, it's not going to be a gated community.
No.
But because of this membership program, it will connect people from different projects.
Exactly.
Sounds.
I mean, imagine how awesome would it be when, like, let's say you live in Mr. 8 developments and I live in another building, and then you come and tell me, yeah, we're going for, a Mr. 8 private members club community meeting, and we're going to do this cool thing. We're going for a car rally, a supercar rally, or, we're going for a sailing trip, and we're covering multiple continents, and it's only exclusive for the owners of Mr. 8. It's something different. It's something nice.
This, and also this will be a good thing to connect the neighbors, to make people, because we all know that nowadays people are a little separated. Everyone is in their screen.
Yes.
Everyone is too busy, but this will definitely stimulate people.
We're physically present, mentally absent. We're in another world. We're in the metaverse.
Yeah, but these networking events, business events, maybe some dinner parties and so on, it will definitely stimulate people to come together, and it's really important too.
Absolutely.
So, okay, Abel, then let's talk about the apartments themselves. What types of apartments will be available in this project?
So in this project, we have very limited one bedrooms, all right? And then it goes higher. So we have the 2, 3, 4, and then we go to the 5 bedroom penthouses.
So it's 1 up to 4 and 5 bedroom
penthouse.
I believe it will be only a couple of those, right?
Yeah, we only have 4 of those.
4 of those, okay.
Yeah, and they're on the top floor.
Got it.
And we have implemented the concept of having a pool in every apartment.
Hmm.
Right? So this is the trend right now in in the Middle East, and that brings me to emphasize on the point about why water is very important.
Yeah.
So we have a nice, cute pool in every little apartment. However, it's not just a pool; you have the beach access as well.
Yeah.
So you can always go and experience the beach itself.
It will be within a walking distance from the building.
Oh,
right?
yes. Like 2 minutes walking distance. You're straight at the beach.
Sounds great.
Yeah.
So, Abel, now the interesting part. Let's talk about amenities in more detail. What will this building offer to its residents?
Yeah, of course, I can tell you about it. So I will start off with the lobby. The lobby, as you enter, it's a very grand entry, a 300-meter long entrance with 3 different sections.
Mm-hmm.
You first have your lobby, then you have another section which is your lounge,
Mm-hmm.
and then you have another section which is like for meetings. Now, the ceiling height here is 8 meters, and it has this beautiful art piece. It's actually a table, and it's by Lalique, France.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this table is worth $100,000. So it's a masterpiece.
Yeah.
Because anytime you enter a lobby, you need to have something that is special.
Yeah.
And this is what we have brought all the way from France. Moving on to the amenities on the amenities floor. So talking about the gym has all its equipment from Technogym,
Okay.
but there's a small catch. The catch is it's the limited edition equipment
Mm-hmm.
by Antonio Citerio. So the design is truly remarkable,
Yeah.
and it's not something that you will find anywhere else. Because right now it's a norm that everybody uses Technogym.
Yeah.
But the design of these equipment are very different,
Yeah.
and these equipment are very, very expensive, especially because it is double branded.
Yeah.
Right? We have Technogym, and plus we have Antonio Citerio.
Yeah.
Then we move on to the spa. So we have the spa, we have the steam room, we have the sauna. Apart from this, we have another added room, which is the massage room. The massage room also consists of various different scientific machinery that can be used to ensure your treatment is at the highest standard. Then the next amenity that we have is, again, something very different. As I mentioned before, this is the tea room.
Oh, yeah. My favorite part.
All of us, we all love tea.
Yeah.
And the tea room consists of very carefully selected collection of 100 different teas by Emilio Cipriani himself. And this is the type of experience that you're going to get.
Wow.
Not just you, your guests,
Of
your
course.
friends, everybody else. So apart from this, we have the infinity pool, as well as a small pool for the kids to ensure their safety. Now I'll move to the apartment. The apartment is going to have natural stone finishes on the base flooring.
Mm-hmm.
Apart from that, all the lamps and floors will be by Tom Dixon.
Got it.
The table finishes will be by Minotti. The lighting will be by Zonda. And lastly, the masterpiece in the washrooms is the bathtub. Now, this bathtub is phenomenal because it is a nice, unique island bathtub, which is translucent. So it's almost like glass.
I see.
And there are different versions of it.
Yeah.
And different colors. And this is, again, branded by Antonio Lupi. So all of this is going to be coming, and all your kitchen appliances will be SMEG.
Mm-hmm.
You know SMEG. It's a very unique design.
Yeah.
And we've tried to put the best of the best for all the residences.
Yeah, sounds great. Sounds great. Definitely.
And last but not the least, I have to mention that we are lucky and blessed to be the only development to have rooftop access.
Really?
Yes.
Mm.
So we have a nice concept which we call the Sunset Terrace,
Mhm.
where you can go to the topmost floor, which is covered in a lot of green plants and greenery, and enjoy the beautiful sunset from Dubai Islands
It's such a
with a
nice
nice
detail.
beach view.
Beautiful. Beautiful. This is actually a really, really nice thing to have.
So what more can you ask for? Right? You got everything.
Agree.
It's going to be very beautiful.
Yeah, sounds really impressive. Okay, Emil, it's actually get me excited. So, Abel, now the really hot topic everyone is waiting for. What will be the availability of units in the building, and what are the build-up areas and prices?
Okay. So the building, the project has 1, 2, 3, and 4 bedroom apartments.
Okay.
And 5 bedroom penthouses. I'll start off with the 1 bedrooms. The 1 bedrooms, they have a very good size, starting from 750 square feet, and it goes all the way to 950 square feet.
Mm-hmm. Pretty
so it's
spacious.
Very big.
Yeah.
And the prices start at 2.3 million. So very good price.
It's a nice price for
Very
this
good
area,
price.
for
Exactly.
Dubai Islands.
Exactly. Then comes the 2 bedrooms. The 2 bedrooms, they start straight away from 1,000 square feet,
Mm-hmm.
and they go all the way to 2,400 square feet roughly. The price is in the range of 3.2 million starting.
Mm-hmm.
Then we have the 3 bedrooms. The 3 bedrooms start from 1,500 square feet. And they're also massive in size. So they're also above 2,000 square feet in size. And the prices starts from 4.9 million. This is for the 3 bedroom.
Got it.
Now we move to the 4 bedroom.
Mm-hmm.
The 4 bedroom starts directly from 2,500 square feet. And they go all the way to 4,000 square feet.
Impressive.
The price is only 7.3 million starting.
Mm-hmm.
And it goes higher and higher.
Mm-hmm. Of course.
And now last but not the least, the penthouses, the sky mansions. That's how I would like to call it. The sky mansions are priced at 28 million.
Mm-hmm.
And the size is between 6,000 square feet and they go all the way to 7,000 square feet. So that's everything about the number of, so that's everything about the sizes and prices and the type of units in this particular development.
Listen, really nice range, really nice variety for any type of end user. Got it. Okay. So now the most interesting part for our investors, because your announcement actually made a lot of noise on the market, because payment plan is not only unique for this location, it's actually unique in Dubai in general. So can you please share some details with us?
So as you know, the market is very hot right now, right? And when the market is hot, most developers, what they do is they try to take as much as money from the buyer. So the payment plans are usually very aggressive. And what we are trying to do is we are trying to make this an opportunity for the buyers in the market by giving a very interesting payment plan of 35-65. So 35% is during construction and 65% is on handover. Now, let me tell you something. This is the perfect model for an end user. Because at the end of the day, let's say someone who is working at so-and-so company.
Okay.
He wants or he has a dream of buying something for his own family.
Mm-hmm.
In a luxury development.
Yeah.
With a payment plan like this, the amount of money he will shell from his pocket is limited during the construction stage. So he pays only
35% only.
Exactly.
It's fantastic.
And then the balance of 65%, he can always get a mortgage.
Yeah.
And pay it comfortably, slowly.
Yeah.
And honestly, it's a steal.
Yeah,
It's a steal. Those who really realize it and understand the opportunity will pick it up. And that's why
definitely.
we know that on the day of our launch, we are very confident that we are going to have a big crowd
Yeah,
fighting
yeah.
in the queue for booking the units, because the opportunity is limited
Yeah.
and whoever grabs it
Listen,
gets it.
it's only 12 floors and it's
Exactly. 96 units.
Yeah, and it's only so much land in Dubai Island,
Exactly.
what we've discussed previously.
Absolutely. We have very less number of units. So it's going to go like that.
But this type of payment plan is actually a really good tool for an investor too.
Yes.
Because you invest only almost third of the price.
Absolutely.
And closer to the handover date, you resell it with a really nice markup. Because
exactly.
by the construction completion, I believe the majority of this area will be completed, and the capitalization will be really high.
It's going to be very high, yes. And also another point I want to mention is Dubai Island is very close to Old Dubai.
Yeah.
Now, I'll tell you a little story as someone who's been born and raised here.
Interesting.
Yeah. And Old Dubai might not look so fancy right now because that's all that existed back in the days.
Yeah.
But the money in Old Dubai is what built New Dubai.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
So it's very rich in a lot of businessmen who were here 30 years ago.
Before the hype.
40 years ago. Old money.
Yeah.
So it's very close to old money.
Yeah.
And a lot of investors who have their base in Old Dubai are actively looking at some opportunity that is close to them. And that's why there is going to be a lot of interest, especially from end users that have old money and investors who have new money.
Yeah.
End users who have old money
Yeah.
and investors that have new money.
It's a really, really important point. I gotcha. Okay. So what is the projected construction completion date?
So the construction is set to be complete in Q1 of 2027.
Oh, it's actually a lot
so it's
earlier
not
than
too far away.
For a project of such quality. It's
so we can say roughly 2 years.
Yeah, 2 years.
Exactly 2 years.
Got it. Abel, it's really, really interesting. Thank you once again.
You're most welcome.
For sharing. One important question that actually not everybody asks, but I think it's a major thing to keep in mind, both for investors and for end users. The management company.
Yeah.
What will be the approach of your company with this?
So in terms of management, we're doing everything in-house. So we have our own management company back in Latvia.
Okay.
And for this particular development, we're actually moving and shifting our base from Latvia to Dubai.
So to be sure of the highest quality of service.
Exactly.
It's really important.
So
nice to hear.
This is very important for us because we want to control as much as possible in all the offerings that we are providing to our guests and residences. So a special team will be flying down from Latvia and will be ensuring everything in terms of management, in terms of concierge, the bellboy services, valet, everything will be taken care of in-house to ensure the highest standards, the highest European standards in Dubai.
Really, really impressive. Okay. So it will be the last question from me.
Sure.
What are the future plans for Mr. 8 that you can share at the moment?
Sure. So the plans for Mr. 8 is very, very bright. Like I said, these 5 projects in Dubai Islands is not the end.
Okay.
we're actively looking for more plots to build on. At the same time, there are other communities that we currently are secretly working on.
Oh, really?
So we do have other projects, and definitely we might have to sit again soon.
Yeah.
But there are projects in the pipeline,
Okay.
which we are currently in the design stage, in the planning stage, various things happening in the background. Unfortunately, I have to apologize. I cannot mention this information to you at this moment in time. However, all I can say is everything is going to be exciting very, very soon.
Nice. So we're talking about different communities in
Yes,
Dubai. Do I
absolutely.
understand you correctly?
Absolutely.
Abel, I can wait for
Absolutely.
the news. I'm really excited. Listen, it was a really nice conversation. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me here. It was a pleasure to be part of this podcast. And I am really looking forward to sitting down with you once again.
Me too. Me too. Mr. Abel, everyone, Mr. 8 Development, a new, really exciting player at the market. See you soon.
See you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It was really
Thank you,
good.
Artem.